So I'm pondering, the first section of the Catechism asks, what do we believe? Like, what is it that we believe? So as I walk, I think about that. Part 1 of the Catechism. It's all about what we believe. What is it that we believe as Catholics? I'm sure there's a definition in the Catechism that's going to explain it thoroughly. But what is it that we believe? Let's keep it simple. What is it that we believe as Catholics or as Christians? Christian Catholics. What do we believe as Catholics? I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, we believe in one God, the Father, the creator of heaven and earth, and in his Son, Jesus Christ, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit. He was born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended to the dead. On the third day he rose again, ascended into heaven, and sits at the right hand of God the Father. He will come again in glory to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sin, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen. That's what we believe. That is the Apostles' Creed given to us by the Apostles. Let's start there. We begin our profession of faith by saying, I believe, or we believe, before expounding the Church's faith as confessed in the Creed, celebrated in the liturgy, and lived in the observance of God's commandments and in prayer. We must first ask what to believe means. Faith is man's response to God, who reveals himself and gives himself to man, at the same time bringing man a superabundant light as he searches for the ultimate meaning of his life. Thus, we shall consider first that search, then the divine revelation by which God comes to meet man, and finally the response of faith. It continues, the desire for God is written in the human heart because man is created by God and for God, and God never ceases to draw man to himself. Only in God will he find the truth and happiness he never stops searching for. St. Augustine said in his Confessions, Where did I find you that I came to know you? Where then did I find you? Before I came to know you, if not within yourself, far above me? Late have I loved you, O beauty ever ancient, ever new, late have I loved you. He continues, You called, you shouted, and you broke through my deafness. You flashed, you shone, and you dispelled my blindness. You breathed your fragrance on me. I drew in a breath, and now I pant for you. I have tasted you, now I hunger and thirst for more. You touch me, and I burn for your peace. St. Augustine puts it perfectly. God's always been there. God is still here. He's not in some far-off planet. He has put the desire to seek him and to know him in our heart. St. Augustine puts it in his words so beautifully. When he finally came to know God, he's like, where have you been? Why have I ignored you? Why have I not been listening to you? The desire of God is in man's heart. That's where it begins. That's where our faith begins. Now, this chapter is huge on what we believe. So let's just keep it simple. God, in its essence, is simplicity. He's there. He waits for us. The sum of it all is the Creed, which I read to you in the beginning. Learn the Apostles' Creed. Start there, and then we'll go deeper in the next video. Hope you enjoyed today, guys.